All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game 1, 0-0, and look at this. A backhand half lob serve throws everybody for a loop. Rojas doesn't really know how to react to that. Comes up chopping broccoli on the very first shot. Jose misses the ceiling there. Big shot up front for Kane. There's it down the line. Jose's right there, but gets it on 2 bounces and then skips that shot. Hey to the club, Renaissance Sport out in Orange County. Renaissance Club Sport, rather. Watching the IRT network in the lounge. There's another backhand lob serve. Jose down the line. Kane's right there with a nice flip. Interesting serve technique here. From the #1 ranked player in the world, we introduce once again Sudzi Monchik. Sudzi, thanks for joining us. One of the greatest players of all time. What do you think about this serve choice?
Honestly, I think Kane's just trying to be more creative and more entertaining and do things he hasn't done so people could say, wow, look what he did now, just like we are. And I really think that's what he's doing, John. I spoke to his coach, Coach Jim Winston, and he said he absolutely pushes Kane to be as creative as he can. Smooth, simple, efficient, no wasted movements, no wasted strokes in his mechanics. Just goes out, gets it done. Backhand lob Z to the forehand. (0-5), not the start that the Jose Rojas fans are looking for. I'm sure he's got the Stockton crew watching right now.
Five serving 0. Kane with a drive serve. Backhand. Oh, goodness. That's a tough one to see right there. That ball is a laser.
It actually looked pretty good from up here, but then again, I can't tell.
I want to thank Fogo Chow for providing food. With a bomb once again. Looks like he's putting a little bit extra pep in that. I'm not sure where he comes out with a backhand drive or backhand lob serve, and now super high-end drive serves. Oh, there's a skip that almost leaves the court.
Yeah, it's just creativity. You know, Kane does what he can to.
Okay, guys, let's make a little noise. We got some goodies from our sponsors for you. Here they are. Let's go. Toss them out there, guys. Come on, make some noise. Remember, we're being filmed. Let's show the world what racquetball is all about. Make some noise for your players. Come on, I gotta hear you now. Make a little noise. Come on, throw them out there. Get them out there deep. Don't forget the corporate tables.
Back to the action at 7-0. Kane skipped that one. Looks like he's got a. Looks like he has a big agenda.
How'd that serve look to you, Pablo? Sure. Kane said bad call? Oh, wow. I thought so, too. I thought it was good. Kane with another walk in the park here to start off.
7-0 Kane. Drive serve stand. Backhand side. Jose on the run with a skip. You may remember 2 years ago, Jose took Kane to the max in the first game, lost by a score of 11-13, and then got blown out. I wonder if Kane remembers that.
I remember it.
It was a big skip from Kane.
That's interesting. I mean, that's one of the worst skips I've ever seen Kane hit. I mean, at this point, these guys have to. Jose's a great player, a great talented player from Northern Cal, has a great coach. You know, he's going to, and he knows it, he's going to have to play near impeccable and near perfect to win this match. All the time.
Jose just trying to stretch out to get to that one. Somebody writing in an email to info@irtnetwork.com asking about the clothes that Kane is wearing. Kane is wearing Lacoste, top to bottom. Shoes, hat, shirt, the whole deal. The alligator clothes. Thomas asking a question. Do you think Kane will use this match to send a message to Rocky to start trying to get into his head? I don't know. Maybe so. But I also saw Rocky pretty dominant in his match against Chris.
I mean, like the movie Inception, I think he's well deep into his head already. It doesn't matter what he does at this point.
I like some good action right there.
I do too. It looks awesome, but it's 8-0 in the first. You know, if it was 2-2 or 3-3, I may have a little more confidence, but that's exactly what you want to see.
There's a skip ball. Good serve. Kane stretches out, gets it. That was an open stance shot with one leg almost completely on the ground. Amazing shot there.
Does it well.
8-1.
I like Kane's clothes. They look good.
That's a bomb. There's a broken ball. Kelvin writing a question. He's not comfortable with his racket. He wants to know which rackets he should choose. Is there a brand that we would recommend? I would recommend Echelon, Gearbox, Head, or Pro Kinex.
And I would recommend Echelon. Kelvin, go out, put them in your hand, hit them, see what you like best.
Kane's going to step up and try to bury this. Goes down the line. Jose's right there. Now Kane into the corner. Looking at the crowd. For you guys that were with us on the IRT network back in Kansas, you may remember young Anthony Herrera was the first person this year to take a game off of Kane Waselenchuk, and the only person as well. Kane having fun out there. Kane with some showboating out there. Kane's going to try to rip this. He's feeling it down the line. There's Jose with the big easy setup for Kane. Kane hits a 3-mile-an-hour drop shot. Game one goes to Kane, 11-1. We've got a second game coming up in just a moment. A very exciting matchup, but Kane is very dominant. More great racquetball action coming your way right here on the IRT network.
Your freaking jersey too. After the game, I'm gonna use it just to clean off my shoe. I'm too quick and just too sick and music to the fans' ears. They stand cheering, lose it. They call me powerful. Beating me's more than doubtful. I have you eating up your words more than a mouthful. I'm too powerful. Beating me's more than doubtful. Here I come in. There I go.
Game 2, 0-0. Jose down 1-0. Starts off like the last one ended. Kane rolling the ball outside out.
So let me ask you this. You know, you've taken on a coaching role. Too late. You've taken on a coaching role now with Anthony. Let's put you in the coaching role of oh boy, that's a great serve. Coaching role of the great Dave Ellis. What do you do? What do you tell your player after an 11-1 throbbing?
I don't know if he has the... I mean, Kane's doing stuff like that, and that's, you know, like smack in the face, you know? You know, it's a little bit abusive, and it's not a negative on Jose. It's like Kane's kind of bullying him around, you know? And I don't know. I would ask Jose, do you think you could win?
Do you think Jose believes he can win?
No, not at all. I don't. I don't. When I watch his footwork and his movement and his body language, I just see somebody that's defeated before the match even starts, unfortunately. Now, with that being said, some point somebody might beat Kane.
I think Rocky probably will tomorrow.
You're still going with that?
Sure.
What's our wager? It's okay. I don't mind seeing. He just got a warning, Jose, for hitting the ball after the rally, but a little emotion isn't a terrible thing at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's 14-1 now, you know, John. It's just a little bit of the same old. And Kane is just amazing. I mean, everything that he touches with his racket is effective and efficient, and it's a nasty shot. So it's tough to handle out there, you know. To weather his storm is not easy.
Kane with nice cross-court pass.
4 points in you know, I don't know, Pablo can tell us, but probably 90 seconds. And really effortless, too. He's not working hard at it.
One of the IRT interns, Brendan, writing in a question about Kane's Lacoste sponsorship. Not really sure the details of that one. Sometimes they're paid, sometimes it's just free gear. Usually not open to the public. There's a skip from Jose. Denny writing in a question saying that it doesn't matter who's coaching the other person. It's not going to help against Kane, basically. What do you think? And she started that with no disrespect intended, but you know, I mean, is that where it is?
I do think it's at that point. I think that, you know, there's maybe one or two players that have certain weapons, but again, you have to win 3 out of 5 games. So could somebody win a game? Could Rocky win a game tomorrow or 2 games? Sure. But ultimately, you could be the greatest coach on the planet. You know, your player has to execute and have the ability to execute what's necessary to force Kane to lose a match or a game at this point. You know, hey, let's ask Kane. Why don't we have Herrera up here and ask him, what'd you do to beat Kane that game? What did Kane do?
At least you wanted to know, has the #1 players in the past been this dominant? I can answer that with Sudsy sitting here. One of the past #1 players, no. No one in the sport of racquetball has ever been, nor will be this dominant. Part of the problem was Sudsy. So he also had Cliff. It was a great Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. There's a good diving attempt from Jose, unable to catch up to that. But
and Jason, and John Ellis,
Jason
and
Ellis,
Kane, and Rocky. All those guys played all at the same time.
Right.
So
of course, you still
everybody
had Ruben
you see, and then you throw all these
Andy
people
Roberts,
back in. Yeah.
Right.
And no, nobody has ever been this dominant, maybe in, at this point, maybe any sport. I think it's amazing. I think it's cool. Cool to watch.
Do you think racquetball is an underrated sport?
Very.
I would
Always
say
has been.
It's absolutely an underrated sport from the standpoint of anybody can do it, but to be good is very difficult.
That's what makes it great and fun.
I want to take an opportunity to thank all of our sponsors. It takes a lot to make this week happen. We thank them for all of this happening this week, and we thank you for traveling from all over the world to make this tournament happening. Thank you very much for coming.
Jimmy was telling you our sponsors were very, very thankful to them helping support the US Open Racquetball Championships. Importantly, our national co-sponsors are all listed on the side walls of the court. They include 3M, Lewis Drugs, Meet Minneapolis, Ace Brand Bandages, Lifetime Fitness, our host club as well as the Sanford Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Group. On the front wall, you'll see the name of our presenting sponsor. That's USA Racquetball. We thank them all for helping make possible the 2011 U.S. Open Racquetball Championship.
Back to the action, 7 serving 0. The crowd's still kind of buzzing from some of the timeout action. Here comes a rollout from Kane. No, it goes cross court. Now down, oh, and skips the ball. Had the right shot plan there. You know what's interesting is at 7-0, he's still out talking with his coach. Again, if you have no audio, I guess you can't hear me, but you do have video, or, yeah, Pablo says unmuted, or vice versa. It is either a sound or video card. Internet streaming is such that you'll need to restart your computer because your video card or your sound card has been locked up. We are live and hot, broadcasting to the globe. Several thousand people watching across the planet right here on the IRT network.
I think, I'll tell you, one of the things I think I might consider, he's so good with his hands, you know, and so quick when he's low to the ground. You know, I'm a big drive serve believer. I may start lob serving him, force him somehow, hit a really good lob, you know, to do things from 38 feet deep as opposed to anywhere in front of that, John, you know. And you know me, I'm all about the drive serve and hitting the ball hard and fast, but doesn't seem to be working for anybody. Maybe they should call in Mr. Miyagi. Then they'll have a chance. You know how to get a hold of him?
I think he died.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you're right.
Pat
No, really.
Marito.
Your wife shook you off like, why would you say that? But I think you're right, yeah.
It's because it's true.
Yeah, no. (10-1) game point. Kane to go up 2-0 and be one game away from another U.S. Open final.
Watch for Kane to try to bomb this over on the right-hand side. Kane was anticipating that return, hit the serve that he wanted, looking for an ace.
And it's not that he's flawless. I mean, he takes, like, that was a bad shot, but I think that's out of a little bit of boredom. You know, maybe he'll get bored, really, eventually, John, and start kind of taking bad shots. And
I talked about this in the past, where I've been watching Kane play, and his wife, Kim, was in Bowling Green at the time. No, sorry, Terre Haute, Indiana. She was actually coaching him. Winterton wasn't there. Kim, his wife, is a very, very good racquetball player. And the one thing she kept saying during the timeout, don't get bored, don't get bored, don't get bored. I think if Kane has a weakness, if there is one, it may be the same thing as his strength. He's so dominant, at times he can become complacent on that.
yeah, but I haven't seen him yet. You know, I haven't seen him yet be complacent, so I'm not sure. I mean, you know, I'm trying to watch it from a coaching and a strategy standpoint. And, you know, when you ask the question, I'm starting to think about maybe taking on a whole different attack and approach if I was coaching Rocky tomorrow.
Well, one other thing I've noticed is that Jose's not making a lot of shots. Two great diving gets we'll see on instant replay here shortly. Look at that! Amazing play from the best player on the planet.
Here we are back at the second semifinal. Kane Waselenchuk up 2-0, one game away from his umpteenth final. I used to think it was cool that I had 4 U.S. Open championships. It's kind of meaningless at this point. It's pretty impressive. Kane's going for what, his 7th or 8th? 7th. John's having some technical difficulties getting that chicken wrapped in bacon down. Delicious food here at the VIP lounge. Zero, zero. Kane serving. Yeah, I don't know, John. I really might consider, hitting those high lob nicks to Kane or straight in, just to make him do something from deep if possible.
Two serving 0. Game number 3. Kane away from the drive serve. Maybe he heard you talking about hitting a nick lob. Jose says, hey, nice rally. I don't know. I think I would take the straight in drive to the backhand and then cover the splatter pinch on the backhand.
But you have to be
side.
able to hit it hard enough,
you have to be able
efficient
to
enough.
re-kill the kill.
Yeah, and it has to be effective enough.
As a guy who's watching basically every Kane match over the past 3 years, one of the things I've noticed is when Kane's on the backhand side, he has tendencies to hit similar shots. The problem is he can make the shot better than anybody else. But on the backhand side, Kane doesn't go down the line quite as much as what he used to.
Well, he puts away all his setups, and again, and you hear me say it all the time, John, he does everything a little bit better, sometimes a lot better than everybody else. I actually wouldn't mind seeing him get bored, start taking some silly, crazy shots. Might be that much more amazing to watch.
I'm going to say hi to Michael. Talking about Twitter and the tweets and the shout-outs.
Hi, Michael.
We have a lifetime subscription giveaway from Facebook that we started last week or earlier this week. Julio wanting to know the status of that. Well, if Rocky Carson is in it, then you're halfway there. If you picked Kane, you may get there. If you picked Jose, you may get there. The person with the right pick and the closest to the points will win a lifetime subscription to the IRT network. Kane's going to retreat back. He's taken this before the back glass. There's a splat. Jose on the run. Nice rally. He's got to that one. Oh, and Kane skips the ball. A motion from Jose calling in the towel boy. He says, you may beat me, but I'm not going down without a fight.
And that was great, John. It actually gave me a little bit of the chills up here because I'm watching it, and to be as respectful as I can because I'm friendly with all these guys and they're all great players, I feel like I'm watching somebody just kind of get worked over and over and over, and like I feel good for him that he does anything positive or anything good. So like a little rally like that, working real hard, it's like I'm going to go down swinging. And there goes Kane, talking to Jose, being buddy-buddy, after he knows Jose's on a high emotion and he's pretty intense right now. Look, let's be friends, let's laugh, let's talk it out. Jose's playing right into it. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would have called in the towel right there.
Well,
maybe try to scuff up some of the sweat.
Did you see what Kane walked
Kane
over?
just
He's like, he just took away all that intensity Jose had and that emotion by going over, hey, buddy, that's a good get. Hey, look at the crowd. And after all that, you get a side out. And, John, that's a great point. Sometimes you have to pick and choose when to bring the towel in. You don't want to change that momentum. And one rally could be momentum.
Kane's got that little drop shot. Very nice on the backhand side.
He has some of the best, if not the best hands I've ever seen in the game.
Byron wanting to know, what on earth could Coach Winterton possibly be saying during these timeouts?
Don't get bored.
Totally.
Don't get bored.
I think you're right. I was talking with Kane about that once. And Kane was saying they talk about things not racquetball related
It's
a
true.
lot of times.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of that does happen.
Not to take his focus off, but to keep him hot and not think about anything other than get back on the court, transition. There's not a lot of coaching for improvement, but coaching on a mindset that takes place.
That's the other thing nobody ever does against Kane is nobody goes on runs. You know, Kane goes on runs. This is all part of the the mental game here. Kane talking to him, trying to slow him down, get back in his head and his pocket.
Assuming that Kane moves to the final, somebody wants to know what's your prediction tomorrow.
Kane wins in 3. It's just too good across the board. I'd be lying. I mean, I could say I think Rocky's going to win or Kane in 4. I think Kane's going to beat him in 3. And I know we all hope there's a match, and we all hope to see some good racquetball, and we will see good racquetball no matter the outcome.
Short serve called. Hey to Yuri in Fort Washington, Maryland, signing up for a subscription just a few moments ago. Also to Clarence in New Jersey. Clarence, thanks a lot for your support. Again, every dime that you put into this project goes right back into the sport. Hey to Tony in Texas. Is Kane cooling off from a momentum standpoint? It seems like he's really trying to slow down the game a lot.
He's slowing it down. I think he's just kind of enjoying the time out on the court. I don't think he's cooling off at all. Hence that shot. I think he's just playing to the pace and the speed of Jose right now.
Good observation from Ray, saying that Jose's had more serve opportunities this game. Yes,
absolutely.
But he still has 1 point.
And that's the problem. You know, if you don't take advantage of the opportunity, then you can't expect to win.
This is Z-serve. Kane off the back wall. Jose's going to come back. Forehand shot, cross court. Kane on the run. He's got that shot, but a big setup for Jose on the forehand side. Kane takes center court. On the run once again, and looks like he was going for a splat kill, but skips the ball inches away from the front wall.
Jose's trying to hit wide angles to Kane's backhand, make him spin around and move, but Kane will adjust to that, and then, we'll see Kane, and then Jose will have to adjust back to something else.
Look at that. The crowd absolutely loves it. They're starting to just will Jose on. We got the crowd cam we'll cut over to in just a second. 3 serving 3. Kane looking to break the tie. Try serve down the line. Jose's right there, but a big setup as it almost Cliff Swain back wall rolls out. I've never seen anybody hit the back wall rollout like I have Cliff. I've seen him do it 4 or 5 times in one game.
I think he practices that.
I think he must.
Yeah, I've been on the court with him where he's done that a few times.
Jose trying to do a little too much with that shot.
I just think his stroke is so big and long that he's not compact enough where he just brings the racket back flat and then shoots forward. And I think that's part of the problem with his mechanics right now. If he can compact them, make them tight, or bring them in more, he could do a little more with that ball.
5 serves 3. Drive serve down the line. Short serve. Kane with a nice rollout. Doesn't count when you're serving. Second serve.
Looks cool, though, sometimes. Actually, it doesn't. It's a serve.
I think if the serve is so short and it doesn't get past the ladies' tee box, and it's an automatic side out. Kane's starting to heat back up. I don't know if you can sense it, Sudsy.
He's swinging a little harder, moving a little faster.
6 serves 3. Ooh, that ball didn't look like it skipped from here.
Yeah, no, it did. You lost it in the glass. But I saw it, and I don't see much. You know that.
Timeout on the court. Julio wanting to know, do we have any upcoming tournaments? Hey, great question. Absolutely. The Red Swain Shootout, a tournament named in honor of Sudsy's father, or excuse me, of Cliff's father. The Red Swain Shootout will be later this month. And then there's a lot of tournaments coming up throughout the coming months. WPRO on the
Dedicated
WPRO network.
Work of health
By the way,
and
if you have a
healing
subscription to the
while
IRT
improving the
network,
condition
you also have a
exceptional
subscription to the
care,
WPRO
innovation,
network.
and discovery.
Lots of WPRO, lots of
Sanford has a team of
IRT.
experts
Again, our
providing
very
specialty
next
orthopedics and
broadcast
sports medicine
is going to take
to
place
get you back into life as quickly as possible.
in Michigan.
Sanford
the last
Orthopedics
weekend of
and
this
Sports
month.
Medicine,
On
a national
Thursday,
co-sponsor
we
of the
will have the
2011
round
U.S.
of
Open
32.
Racquetball Championships.
We'll have the round of 16s going on Friday morning. Those two are free services. And then the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals will take place on Friday evening, Saturday, and Sunday. That's just our very next stop. Also on the calendar are stops in Atlanta, Georgia, and South Carolina.
You can reach your fitness goals with Powerade Zero,
an average of
the
2
zero-calorie
stops a
sports drink from Coca-Cola, and now with the Zion 4 Advanced Electrolyte System,
January
which
we'll see
replenishes
3
4
stops.
key electrolytes lost when sweating.
We'll have
Powerade
New
Zero
Year's
by
week,
Coca-Cola is
and
proud
then
to be a
back to
supporting
back to back.
sponsor
LA,
of the 2011 U.S.
New York,
Open Racquetball Championships,
Hope.
supporting the work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
I think I'd know more if I got on the court with Kane, let him smack me around a little bit. Maybe I'd have a little more insight as to exactly what to do or not to do.
Says, do you think the players have more problems with Kane's power during the rallies? He says, do they have more problems than any other top guy on tour?
Yeah, because he's more offensive. And you know, when he wants, he hits the ball harder and harder, so he's more aggressive. He's just putting so much pressure on you at all times. You know, it's not even necessarily that he's hitting the ball so much harder than everybody else. It's that he's doing it more consistently and more effectively. He's doing it constantly. So if Jose hits a hard ball, you know, a really hard 180 once out of every 4 shots, if Kane does it 2 or 3 times out of every 4, it's that much more of an onslaught on you. You're that much more defensive. And I think these guys could do it. It's just you have to be wired that way. Don't do that, Jose. You chip a tooth.
We have a U.S. Open special going on this weekend, by the way. If you want to watch this match, the previous match, or tomorrow's match, got to get it on the U.S. Open DVD. U.S. Open Racquetball owns the rights to this, but they let us broadcast. These 3 will not be, there's an avoidable call. These 3 matches, by contract, will not be in the archives, but you can pre-order your DVD. You can do that by ordering the U.S. Open special. If you're a monthly or a yearly, all you got to do is update your account and click on that subscription. It's $169. You also get a $10 Court Outfitter gift card. And the next 5 people who do it will also receive a racket of their choice from Head, Echelon, Gearbox, or Pro Kinex. But the next 5 people only. So if you're a yearly or a monthly, what you want to do is update your account and add to it the U.S. Open special. The next 5 people will get a $200 racquetball racket, brand new, of your choice, as well as a Court Outfitter gift card, the DVD, and another year.
That's a great deal, John.
Network.
That is a fantastic deal, actually.
Got a San Diego Pro Stop coming. Jimmy reminded me about that. Comes up in February. Ladies and gentlemen,
There you go. Keep
the
it going,
finals
please,
are
guys.
set.
Congratulations.